And today's indictment comes as the California Republican Party announced the former president will be headlining their party's convention later this month.
Yeah, there will be changes this year for presidential candidates ahead of the primary in March, which some critics say benefit Mr. Trump. KCRA 3 Capitol correspondent Ashley Zavala explains this latest development.
As California prepares to play a major role in the Republican presidential primary, former President Donald Trump is set to headline the CA-GOP convention this fall. In a statement, Republican Party Chairwoman Jessica Malone Patterson said, "We're thrilled to welcome President Trump back to the CA-GOP convention stage for the first time since our 2016 convention." California has the most delegates of any state to help determine who gets the Republican nomination. The party changed rules over the weekend, allowing the candidate who gets more than 50% of the Republican vote in the March primary to win over all 169 of the state's delegates. If no candidate gets more than 50%, the delegates will be divvied up based on the share of the vote. Critics say the rule change makes the California primary less competitive and benefits the former president. The founder of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis' Never Back Down organization released a statement saying, quote, "Even with these asinine primary rule changes, we remain confident Governor DeSantis will become the Republican nominee and 47th president of the United States."
And I think that the goal really ought to be to keep California as competitive as possible.
Lonnie Chen, a moderate Republican who ran for state controller last election, did not take a stance on the rule changes. He recently launched a political action committee he says will promote solutions and Republicans who are focused more on fixing issues as opposed to political showmanship.
So with what's happening right now in the Republican Party, when we look at the leaders of the pack right now for the presidential nomination, do you see this presenting challenges for your new effort?
That's something I was really pleasantly surprised by during my time on the campaign trail, because I think that you have this impression that people are really kind of sick of politics. They're sick of a lot of the back and forth that they hear about in the political dialogue. So my sense is that people are interested in solutions. They are interested in problem solving, and we're going to test that theory over the next couple months.
With an early primary and influence for the party's next leader, all eyes are expected to be on California in March. In Sacramento, Ashley Zavala, KCRA 3 News.